Hello, everybody. We are live. Hello, everybody, and welcome to Conscious Life Collective. Today, we have a very special conversation with our guest, Prati, and I'm going to let Mikki introduce and say more about her. But we are here today to talk about what is happening and hear about what is happening in India from a person who just visited the place and spent time there with her family, who knows firsthand what is happening, how it affects people. And she has really good ideas on what we can do to help. For those of you who don't know me, my name is Julia Bernatsky. I am the co-founder of Conscious Life Collective and the founder of Untamed Hearts. Welcome, Prati, and take it away, Mikki.
Hi, everyone. I am Mikki, and I am a co-founder of Conscious Life Collective, and I am so honored to have Prati Kaufman with us today. And like Julia said, we do have, such an amazing message that Prati is here to share with us, and just her experience of being in India just recently, and just to be able to share with us what it is that we can do from a very heart-centered perspective to be able to help. And so I'd like to introduce Prati because other than being in India just recently, Prati is an amazing woman. She is a marketing energy coach, and she partners with entrepreneurs to help them to generate six figures through laser-focused integrative marketing. And so, this is an amazing woman who went to visit her family over in India, and I won't steal any of your story. So I would love you, Prati, to go ahead and share your story with us, if you would, please.
Sure. So when I went to India, because, my mom had actually COVID in November, and then she got because she's older, so there are a lot of side effects to COVID, and she developed a growth under the throat, like the neck, which was benign, which was nothing, but it still had to be operated and removed. And then after that, she's very active. She travels around, and she went to see my brother from my sister's house. And, because I think COVID still was having the effects, she got dizzy and fell down in the bathroom, which broke her hip. So now she had to go to another surgery. At this age, she's 80 years old, right? It's not easy at that age. And with all the COVID, to going to even the hospital is hard. So she had to go to another surgery, and then she's been recuperating, and I wanted to go and see her. So I went. It's been for about a month. I have been back. And even the day I went, it wasn't as bad. The COVID wasn't bad at all. And then as I got there, it just got progressively worse to the point I was just staying home. I couldn't go out. Everything was in lockdown. The life is just shut down. So that is the scene in India at the moment. Literally, nobody can work. The phrase, which, in America, people will say, oh my God, you're shutting down America. People are going to die of hunger. It's not the case in America. You really guys, I feel like you really need to understand it is a reality in India. You die of COVID, or you die of hunger. So that's the real picture of India at the moment.
So, how long have you stayed there?
I was there only for 15 days, not for too long, but long enough to see, the lines. So I had to get my COVID, negative to fly back. So 2 days, and there's also the system because there's too many people for everything. So I had to stand in line for 4 hours just to get a test before I could fly home here. So, and then for another 4 hours to get the test. So it's a very it's the infrastructure problem, right? We are not used to having so many people. We don't have enough resources to take care of all the people. We have just population is just way too much.
Prati, what is happening with people who do get positive, and what's available and what's not available?
If you do, you gotta just stay home. There's not much available. That you just family has to take care of you, and you just have to quarantine on your own at home and just deal with it. I think, like, because my mom got COVID, then my brother got COVID, his wife got COVID, his children got COVID, then my sister got COVID, sister's son got COVID. There's nothing. You just have to isolate yourself and do your best.
Do you have any perspective of what the situations are like in the hospitals, Prati?
So yes, my sister is a doctor. It's bad. It's not. There are not enough bed available. There's not enough. So one of the things with developing countries, so-called third world country, first, there's not enough resources. Second, there's too many red tapes you have to cut through to even get the resources. So even if we want to, like, say, if I want to send oxygen cylinders to India right now, it's not that simple. Like, I just can't send it. So the permission, the security clearance and all, that takes a long time. So even if you have help, because of the way the system is set up, it can take a long time to reach to the right people. So it's a culmination of a lot of things. Again, I can sit here and talk about how bad the system is, and we can do something to change it, right? Like, these things are common. And, I was talking to you, Mikki, right? Like, that gave me an idea of how would it be if we were to create a disaster mobilization force, correct? Where we are prepared for these disasters, no matter where it's happening in the world. So we get the list of third world countries and we say, okay, let's make connections with the politicians. Let's make connections to get the permissions. Let's work with the NGO. So when things like this happen, these 50 or so people can quickly mobilize, right? Get the permissions, get things rolling. I think that's what we really need.
Now, have you had a sense of, or have you been connecting with any specific ways that people can help, or any organizations, or any, even individuals that that are able to help with getting some of the resources or services to them?
Yes, I do. But it's the only thing I can do at the moment is, send money to some of the organizations I like. So I've been following, if you guys are not following, Humans of Bombay, okay? It's like Humans of New York. It's one of those things. And they've been really actively finding those people who are on ground, right? Who are actually in the battlefield, accessing. So one of the people who are not have access are people who are living in villages. So first of all, they don't have hospitals in the villages. So, by the time you get there, and then they're full. So people in the cities are fairly okay, but people in villages. So these are the organizations who are actually creating, temporary clinics and whatever in those villages. So people can just come and at least get oxygen, if nothing else, and, live there till they get the doctor or, whatever medical help they need. So if you go to Humans of Bombay, there's one, it's called Kund Foundation. They're really doing amazing work in getting permissions for oxygen, making sure that they're getting all the things needed, and they have converted into ambulances, the vehicles and all that. So that is a really great organization to support right now.
So we are going to ask you to make sure that we post that link, and we're going to include it in the description. And that wing of that organization, I think it's very important, because we want people to connect. For those of us who are interested in learning more and learning how we can help, it's very important to connect to the right people, so that we know that the help goes into the right hands, because there's so much information on internet right now. So thank you for that, Prati. Thank you for focusing us and letting us know who is actually making a difference. And what you're saying is what people really need is finances right now, right? Because everything else is very difficult to send, to transfer to.
Yes, so you can just support those organizations who have the resources to provide the food or the oxygen. So right now you can't send it. It's not like you can create a care package and send it, and it will get to the right people. So the best thing to do is right now is to support those, and also reach out. Like, I have a team in India, so You want to make sure like they're fine, right? Reach out to people you know. Say, hey, are you okay? Do you need anything? That is one-on-one help, direct help. You can go. If they're working, I don't know if how many people, but if you have a team working who's in that country, give them a break from work, right? Let them take a break. Don't push them for the deadlines, like things like that you can do right now to support emotionally.
Can you talk more about that? Because I believe that a lot of organizations or entrepreneurs in America are using like VAs and IT and different developing support from India. Like, what is going on? Because people, how are they handling the projects? What is
It's
happening
getting
right
tough. So most homes don't have fast internet. So office internet is different than home. It's not like here where we have fast internet. So they are not able to just deliver, not because they don't want to. The internet is not working. They are not able to communicate to the team properly. The offices are all shut down. It's literally in lockdown. So if they're not able to deliver, it's only because they really cannot work at the moment in the way they can when they are in the office, when things are open. So because of the increase in the internet speed, we don't have high speed internet available, even if you want to pay for it. So it's a whole chain of things. It's not just one thing. So best thing is to do is be understanding and be okay with what is, and just care enough to say, all right, I get it.
So this is a time for us to revisit our deadlines and our expectations and include human factor into everything that is happening right now, and all of the deliverables that were planned. And it's very difficult for some of the bigger companies, but human factor right now with what is happening in India is number one priority. So extending compassion, extending just a simple care about how are you doing? Do you need anything? How can I help? Because maybe there are different ways that we don't know about how we can help someone. So to all of us, turning on compassion, the virtue of compassion, and remembering that deadlines is something that we create, so we might need to recreate them.
Totally.
I have
Go
a
ahead.
question, Prati. You were saying, you have family there and people that do live there and probably other relatives. Is it possible for you to send things to them individually? Like, is there a way for you personally to be able to send things to them? I mean, what is the mail system like? Is that even possible? It's just,
Yes,
thinking.
it's taking very long, very long. So I think they have everything available there. It's just a matter of like, I can't send a doctor, right? I mean, virtually they can help a bit, so there are doctors doing some virtual help, but you can't send medication, right? You can't do any of those things. Those are restricted. So the best thing I would say is, first of all, instead of pitying and saying, oh my God, poor, like think about what is it you can do in your life, like Julia was saying, right? What is it you get? So that is also a good reminder for me of my priorities in life at the moment, because we get so caught up in the work and I have to reach this goal. Have those, I'm not saying not to it, but prioritize time with humans over everything. Because honestly, somebody was asking, like, how do you like always have so much free time? So this is what I always think. Do I want to have like do I always want to fly business class? Yes. But for that, I don't want to compromise on today. Today, I want to live fully. And then tomorrow, if that happens, that's great. But I'm not going to put my life on hold for that one day so I can fly business class. So that is the perspective we all need to live with, is where are my priorities, right? Humans have to be priority over everything all the time, whether it's your spouse or whether it's your kids, whether it's your friends, whether it's humans you don't even know, even an enemy. I think that should be a priority. Humans need to be priority over everything in life. So that is a great perspective to live fully at this moment.
I'm just gonna unmute myself. Takes me a moment. Sorry. So, Prati, can you tell us a little bit more details? Like you walking on the streets of India right now, or you walked in the streets of India a few days ago when you were there. What is it like? How are people? Can you go back there and just share with us what is going on? Let us feel it.
So I'll take you back, right? It's not all gloom and doom. That's the best part, because I think there's a cultural a mindset, right? It's a beautiful thing that everything happens for a reason. There's people truly believe in that. So in spite of all that, all the gloom and doom, people are really coming out to help each other. They are really there for each other. And there's still this sense of community, right? It is, people are laughing. In spite of all that, people find those moments of joy or moments of things, because life has to go on. And death in India has always been expected as a part of life. You know, it's a huge acceptance around death, that there are only two things are sure: you're born and you die, and everything in between is like kind of you figure this out. So in spite of all that, you know, the streets are actually very empty at the moment. There's no people out there. There's nothing, but the energy is still not that gloom and doom. People are, you still feel hope. When you go there, there's still hope. That's the best way to describe what India feels like.
So the spirituality right now is really making a difference for people, like the connection to higher realms of existence.
Yes. Like, again, if you go to Humans of New York, there's a guy who drives a tuk-tuk. Tuk-tuk is like a scooter with just the little bit of, like, people can sit and they can travel. It's called tuk-tuks. I mean, if you Google it, you'll know what tuk-tuk is. And he decided to sell everything he has and sent his family back to village and put an oxygen tank in his tuk-tuk so he can carry patients to the hospital. And while they're in the auto, they got oxygen. So those are the kind of things people are doing on their own. And they are saying, I just sold my one gold locket. Like, he doesn't have money, but he just sold it completely just to make sure that he's supporting the human beings at the moment, and nothing else matters. So that's where we are in India at the moment.
Wow, such a huge message to all of us, to support humans, to support human life, to be connected to what it means to be human being, and to connect to the virtue of compassion. And yes, we have comments here, and like, yeah, somebody says like it's a great mindset. Absolutely. Prati, anything else you might want to share with us, with your family, anything personal, anything that comes to you, please do share.
Actions are way louder than speaking and talking. That's all I can say. So find a way to extend some help, whether even it's a prayer, it's a thought, right? It's reaching out to someone, whatever it is. Take action. You know, reading news doesn't do much unless we do something about it. And it means you play a personal role in that, not as this, oh my God, I need to make a great impact and need to do some amazing stuff and I need to have this. Like, anything you do, whether it's in a thought or in an action, but action-based would help people right now. It's a collective energy. So, you know, the whole world is suffering in its own way. So let's just extend that good feeling, good energy to everyone.
I love that. Thank you so much for saying it. And one of the things that we wanted to put in stake for ourselves, like as intention of this conversation, was to be in the consciousness that everything we think is energy, everything we do is energy, and everything we create in this life is energy, and it contributes to the big world's one. And so right now, everything we can do to generate, to create the positive, the healing, the protection, like, this is our place, dropping into our hearts and expanding the love and the energy of our hearts as wide as we can really contributes to how the world is operating right now and the chaos, everything that is happening in the world. So we do have the power to change. It's just a matter of how many of us believe in that, how many of us are coming together. So I see comments. My company, I work from matching 50% of all employees' contributions fund for India. Huge
That's
help
Hannah.
to support the humans in India.
That's Hannah.
Anna,
And Hannah and Ina, a big shout out for watching us live.
holding everyone in prayer and sending love does make a difference. So this is something we can do all the time. It doesn't cost money. It doesn't take away. It only adds on. So praying for the healing, extending love, and sending it is not a difficult thing to do, but very necessary right now. So, ladies, maybe what we can do, we can do a little meditation as closing this conversation, a little prayer for healing and love, and sending it to the whole world, and especially to India right now, keeping everybody in our prayers. Prati, is it something you want to lead? I know I know that you can.
Yes, but I would let you lead this. You have a very soft voice. I think it's very meditative. So let's do that. And also, I just want to thank you, ladies, for inviting me and giving me a chance to really speak on behalf of India. So thank you for that.
Oh, thank you so much. Thank you. So this is just like a little like hairline opening into that window to see what is happening. So there's a tragedy, but there's the spirit, there's spirituality, there's humans who smile through the chaos and who unconditionally helping each other. And this is so inspiring. And so thank you so much for sharing it with us, Prati. Mikki, would you like to add anything else?
I'm like, I feel like this light around me right now with just hearing the information and how we can help. I just feel so enlightened, so empowered.
Prati, I have to say that I was watching your pictures you were sharing of your mom and how she cooked a pasta, or she cooked curry for you.
Yes,
At the
yeah, in a
time that
wheelchair. Yeah,
on a wheelchair. Oh my God! God bless.
she's
God
awesome. I
bless.
mean,
That's a human spirit.
that is a human spirit here. So yeah, let's ode to the human spirit.
There you go. Here's to the spirit. And so, with that said, I invite us to close our eyes and to exhale. Exhale all the worries, all the chaos, all the noise, everything that prevents us from being present right now. If you can, put your 2 feet on the ground and uncross your arms. Visualize and actually see how the energy from Mother Earth is being pulled up and through your feet, goes through your body, through your legs, through your hips, through your stomach, through your chest. That energy of wisdom, energy of compassion, energy of having everything you need at this particular moment. The energy of Mother Earth that is protecting us, healing us, loving us. See it going up, hugging you softly, up your neck, your forehead, and creating an up at the top of your head, creating that beautiful flow, right above you, where you feel totally safe, protected. It's a shimmery, iridescent energy of compassion. Experience it. Feel it in your own being. And then allow it to be coming back right back into your hands. Feel the vibration in your hands, the warm sensation in your palms. You can play with it a little bit. It's like holding a baby. Hold that energy close to you, close to your chest, close to your face, your neck. Experience it in your own body. It's a little bit tingling in your fingers, a little bit tingling, warm feeling. Breathe to it. Allow it to nurture you and to hug everything in your being that needs a little more energy, a little bit more warmth, a little bit more love. And then take that warm ball of energy and in your mind's eye, send it, see it, how it expands, becomes larger and larger and larger. Send it out to the world. Share it with people who you know might need energy and healing right now. And that know that whoever you think about, know that the places you see in your mind's eye right now are receiving it. That energy of Mother Earth that is full of healing, full of love, of unconditional love, that is here to provide everything that we need at this moment, is available and is being sent exactly where it needs to go. And it's coming from you. You can bring your arms together and feel the warmth left in your arms. And know that it's always available to you. You can always do it. You can always share it. You can always send energy of love, compassion, and protection anywhere you want. It's very powerful. It's in your power. I would take 3 deep breaths through your nose and exhale it through your mouth. And whenever you feel comfortable, you can open your eyes and come back right here into right now. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Julia and Mikki.
We can't hear you, Prati. I can see you.
I said thank you, Julia and Mikki, and thank you for everyone, to everyone who joined the live.
Yes. We enjoyed hearing your story and again, how, where we can help and, where we can best support. So we really appreciate that.
Anytime. And And I'll send you the link for the Humans of Bombay.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you, Prati.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you, Mikki. Please share this broadcast with whoever you think might benefit from it, enjoy it, wants to know. Just share it. And send love to everyone who you think might need it. It will all come back to you in the moment you least expect it. So much love to everybody.
Mm-hmm.